Hey mi gente, I am Julian Steve. Nice to meet you if you are new here and this is your first time watching a video of mine. But if you are a return viewer, subscriber, or both, thank you so fucking much. Today we are going to be talking about the one, the only, In the Heights. Yes, my least favorite franchise. And today we are going to be talking about the aftermath of what had happened with In the Heights. And also, in case you do not know, the anniversary is coming up. June 11th, 2022 is going to mark its 1-year anniversary. Also, my YouTube anniversary is coming up too. May 27th, it will mark 2 years since I made the Julian Steve channel on YouTube. Yes, so it's a double celebration. In the meantime, we're going to focus on In the Heights. Enjoy. On June 11th, 2021, In the Heights was released with positive reviews. Then, within a span of a week, In the Heights was about to be cancelled due to its controversy with the lack of Afro-Latino representation in the film. The Roots commentator Felice Leon called out John and Shun for exclusion of Afro-Latino actors who are darker skinned.
What are your thoughts on the lack of Black Latinx people represented in your film?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was something we talked about and I needed to be educated about, of course. In the end, you know, when we were looking at the cast, we tried to get the people who were best for those roles, and that specifically, and we saw a lot of people like Daphne or Dasha. But I hear you on, you know, trying to fill those cast members with darker skin. I think that's a really good conversation to have, something that we should be all be talking.
And then, boom, the discussion of colorism and racism with the lack of brown to dark skinned Afro-Latinos started. The movie was rightfully a box office bomb, grossing $44 million against its $55 million production budget and $200 million break-even point. I'm not surprised that this ended up happening with In the Heights because numerous people called out the lack of brown to dark skinned Afro-Latinos way back before the movie even came out. Once people saw the trailer, they were like, this is not it. Numerous people were like, I could tell that there's going to be a lack of proper Afro-Latino representation, and people already knew that this movie was not going to be good. And good as in like when it comes to the diversity part, but maybe, who knows, maybe the film is good, I guess, but even people had their own criticisms on the film itself. Back in January 2022, Minister Barrea shared how she felt about the box office bomb. She states,
"It's such a weird time that we're living in, and what happened with In the Heights wasn't our fault. I've just learned to not have any expectations," she said. "All I can control is my experience while making a film and feeling proud of the work that I've done. So I've stopped thinking about anything else after that.
Make me stop. That's not funny. But in a way, I kinda empathize with Melissa, because when you work on a project that is so important to you and either it doesn't get released, or it doesn't get released at all, or it does bad, I get how she feels, because now then the film is tied with the box office bomb and how it failed to do numbers within the peak of the movies being released and popularity of the movie. So I do get how she feels, but Melissa comes off as entitled and self-centered because she's only thinking about herself. She's not thinking about how other people within the Latino community felt about In the Heights and about how they had a lack of Afro-Latino representation in the film.
I think it's important to note, though, that in the audition process, which was a long audition process, there were a lot of Afro-Latinos there, a lot of darker-skinned people, and I think they were looking for just the right people for the roles, for the person that embodied each character in the fullest extent, and I think we are all very much like our characters.
Specifically brown to dark skin, because yes, there were Afro-Latinas in the film, specifically that I know of, only 2 of the characters, and even a few people been questioning Leslie Grace's identity. I'm just going to continue to, for what I've said in my previous video way back when I made a video about Leslie Grace, I'm still going to claim Leslie Grace as Afro-Latina because that's my view for what I've researched. The point is, I forgot the other girl's name. Is it Dasha? She's Afro-Latina. Leslie Grace is Afro-Latina. That's only 2. And then everyone else is mestizos or non-black Latinos. And then when they do have the other, one, Benny, the only phenotypically black character, fully black character, it's a problem in a way, because it's like you do not see anyone brown to dark skin portraying an Afro-Latino character. So it makes you question things.
Washington Heights is a melting pot of Black and Latinx people. John and Lynn wanted the dancers and the big numbers to feel very truthful to what the community looks like.
Did you not see that in the dancers as well?
Those are roles that historically we've been able to fill, right? We've been able to be the dancers, and we've been able to be in the hair salons and, this and that. But like a lead, that's the breakthrough. We want to see Black people in the Heights. We want to see Afro-Panamanians, Black Cubans, Black Dominicans. That's what we want to see, and that's what, we were yearning for and hoping for.
Melissa thinks about herself, and people like her annoy me because they are a part of the problem of why injustices happen in Hollywood or anywhere in general, in any field. Melissa. Weeks after the backlash of the film, Mr. Ramos had something to say about it. He states,
I think this is a good opportunity for us to hear people, for us as creatives, right? I can only speak on behalf of myself. For me, as a creative, to say, okay, when I make my stuff, when I keep going as a creative, how do I see how we did? What did we do good and what do we do? Where did we miss the mark? And how can I make sure that I learned from the times that we might have missed a mark before? He proceeds. That's how I feel about the debate, and I feel like there is no debate, you know. The people have spoken, there's no debate about it. You know you can't, right? There's nothing to debate.
And this is coming from someone who's not the biggest fan of Anthony Ramos. Mostly you already know from that one video that went viral on my channel. You know what's more crazy? I thought I was gonna get way more views, but the point is, it went semi-viral, and thank you for hearing my commentary if you heard that, if you saw that video when it came out, or as of now, what, you know, etc, etc. But after finding out that he said this a month after the backlash on Indie Heights, I gained some type of respect for him because he didn't need to speak out, and he did. So I give him credit for that. I'm happy that he said that, even though I'm not the biggest fan of his. Everyone knows who is lin-manuel Miranda. Yes, the person who made the playwright, I hope I'm correct, of Indie Heights. And if I'm incorrect, I'm gonna put it somewhere on this part of the video. He played a factor on how the casting happened with Indie Heights and, you know, the movie. And he also played a factor of how everything was set up. So numerous people were upset, especially with him and of course Jama and Shun, but people were more upset with Nin because he's known for having diverse characters on his works. So everyone found it odd that out of all times he chose not to add brown to dark skin Afro Latino characters in the freaking Indie Heights film. Yeah, but he did apologize, and I'm gonna read either all of what he said in his apology or some of it because it's very long. Via Twitter on June 14th, 2021, he states,
I started writing Indie Heights because I didn't feel seen, and over the past 20 years, all I wanted was for us, all of us, to feel seen. I'm seeing the discussion around Afro-Latino representation in our film this weekend, and it is clear that many in our dark-skinned Afro-Latino community don't feel sufficiently represented within it, particularly among the leading roles. I can hear the hurt and frustration over colorism, of feeling still unseen in the feedback. I hear that without sufficient dark-skinned Afro-Latino representation, the work feels extractive of the community we wanted so much to represent with pride and joy. In trying to paint a mosaic of this community, we fell short. I'm truly sorry. I'm learning from the feedback. I thank you for raising it, and I'm listening. I'm trying to hold space for both the incredible pride in the movie we made and be accountable for our shortcomings. Thanks for your honest feedback. I promise to do better in my future projects, and I'm dedicated to the learning and evolving we all have to do to make sure we are honoring our diverse and vibrant community. Siempre. LMM.
What do I think about Nin's apology? I admired him for apologizing, Mr. Miranda, but a few of the fans of the movie and or of lin-manuel Miranda's, they were pissing me off because they were commenting in the post talking about how the movie is amazing, how we are being sensitive, and that the movie's amazing, and I feel representation because a few coons, aka Afro-Brazilian people, are commenting talking about they feel representation within the film. The point of the fucking post is to acknowledge that there is a lack of representation in the freaking film and that he apologizes because people called him out. But of course, there are going to be people who are even black or mixed with black defending this motherfucker. I'm thankful that he apologized, but I do not appreciate his fan base trying to defend him as if he needs someone to defend him. The apology's not for you. The final person we are going to be talking about is Rita Moreno. And Rita Moreno, she was trying to defend her bestie, lin-manuel Miranda, when he got caught out because of the lack of diversity in the Heights.
Can we talk for a second about that criticism about lin-manuel? That really upsets me.
Oh yeah, for the people who...
I mean, they're really attacking the wrong person.
And numerous people called her out, rightfully so, and then she apologized on Twitter. In her Twitter apology on June 16th, 2021, she states,
I'm incredibly disappointed with myself. While making a statement in defense of lin-manuel Miranda on the Covered show last night, I was clearly dismissive of black lives that matter in our Latin community. It is so easy to forget how celebration for some is lament for others. In addition to applauding Lin for his wonderful movie version of In the Heights, let me add my appreciation for his sensitivity and resolve to be more inclusive of the Afro-Latino community going forward. See, you can teach this older dog new tricks. Rita.
I appreciate Rita Moreno for apologizing. Do I wish she had not said anything? Yes. Is she still a legend? Yes. Am I going to disagree with her when she says stupid stuff like this? About, well, defending stupid stuff like this? Yes. But once again, she did apologize, and I appreciate her for apologizing. She was most recently in the movie with Ariana DeBose, who is Afro-Latina, so I applaud her for that. You know, in West Side Story, even though I have my opinions about West Side Story if you've seen this video, but yeah. Anyways, the point is, I'm thankful that she has evolved, and as a legendary actress as herself, she has to watch certain things that she says because, one, she's too old for this. Two, she's a legend, and legends are not supposed to be imperfect. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Concluding statements. In the Heights was an interesting experiment for me and my channel. I have to thank the franchise for doing what it did, because without the franchise doing what it did, I wasn't going to be able to do any of these commentary videos on the film and the lack of Afro-Latino representation with specifically brown to dark skinned Afro-Latinos. And also, I wasn't going to be able to call out Anthony Ramos. I wasn't going to be able to call out Gina Torres and numerous other people that I talked about within this channel. You guys already know, especially the fans of the movie. So I do have to thank In the Heights for doing what it had done, because thank you, seriously, thank you. I happy that I talked about this because I want to I wanted to come back to this because I was like, I do know that numerous people found me because of my Indie Heights commentary videos. So it was a good way to come back to it, especially because the anniversary is coming up, and my anniversary is coming up, or maybe it passed by now whenever this video comes out. But yeah, I'm thankful for being on YouTube for 2 years. Yes, it has been hard. Yes, I wish my growth would have been way more by now with my channel. Things pick up whenever it has to pick up, and yeah. Hey everyone, this is Editing Junie and Steve, and we are editing day Tuesday. I think it is May 24th by now. So yesterday, one of my favorite creators on YouTube shouted me out. Her name is Tiana, aka Fab Socialism. And I just want to say thank you so much, Tiana, for sharing my video. And to return the favor, I just wanted to make sure, in case you do not know who is Tiana, aka Fab Socialism, she does content based heavily on Black issues, especially when it comes to Black related topics that need towards left leaning, but it's also socialism type of content. And I highly suggest you guys watch her most recent series. She did a Moon Cosmetics series where she talks about the owner of Moon Cosmetics into details. She did a great job handling the topic. I'm going to leave a link in the description of her playlist where it shows all 3 of the videos. I highly suggest everyone to check it out if you have not checked it out. But seriously, thank you so much, Tiana, aka Fab Socialism, for sharing my video. I appreciate you, and thank you to everyone who came to support my content. Back to the video. Thank you so much if you made this far in this video. I appreciate you. Be sure to like this video if you made it this far. Comment your thoughts about anything that I discussed in this video. Happy anniversary to the Junie and Steve channel. And happy anniversary to Indie Heights. Thank you, and